DeJuan, he was a two-time All-American, an academic All-American, and a national champion. And all of those accolades would be worthy of recognition alone. But for Eric Montross, they're just a small part of his enduring legacy.
UNC has had plenty of stars grace the floor of the Dean Smith Center and enough memories to fill up a museum. Yet none of that can adequately capture what made Eric Montross such a beloved member of the Carolina family.
It was his leadership, his character, the way his teammates looked up to him.
It was, of course, also his skill, an interior force on both ends of the court, this image of his bloody face summing up his toughness. Yet he was also the first to tell you that paled in comparison to the battle Jason Clark faced.
Jason was a young man who was battling Burkitt's lymphoma. He and I just hit it off. We became good friends. We would sit in his room and play video games. We would talk about upcoming ACC foes.
In this 2013 video, he discussed that relationship, which began while he was still a student.
Here's a young man who's battling what would become a terminal illness, and yet forefront of his mind was how to help others.
Montross would see that work to fruition, leading the charge for the creation of the Jason Clark Teen Lounge and Game Room at UNC Children's, where he would spend decades as a tireless advocate and fundraiser, namely through his Father's Day basketball camp.
His focus on the future generation by focusing on children really highlights the incredibly kind, generous man that he was.
It is the future generations who will benefit from all those efforts.
Whether it was raising money for student athletes to get scholarships to come play at UNC in all 28 of our sports, or the impact that he had in other charitable endeavors, Eric and his family would want to be known for what he did for his community, way more so than what he did putting the ball in basket.
And the Montross family releasing a statement writing in part to know Eric was to be his friend, and the family knows that the ripples from the generous, thoughtful way that he lived his life will continue in the lives of the many people he touched with his deep and sincere kindness. Now, my colleague Trayvon Miles is going to have a lot more about his on-the-court success coming up in sports. In Chapel Hill, I'm Michael Perchik, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.